Alright guys, so I have yet another horror movie that was released in 1981 that is going to be for Final Exam. Let's get started. So Final Exam is about this psycho killer that shows up to this college campus while all the college students are basically finishing up their final exam, hence the title. This psycho killer pretty much wipes most of the college students that we see in this college campus. This movie is kind of disappointing, and here's why. The kills in this movie are very underwhelming and just not impressive at all. In the first act and the second act of the movie, nothing happens. Just college students talking about their final exam, and that is pretty much it. That's just pretty much as far as it goes, as far as the first and second act of the movie. You don't really get to see the killer much, and that's pretty underwhelming to me. The kills in this movie aren't really even that impressive at all. I thought that the kills in this movie were super underwhelming, and they just were not impressive. They were typical kills that you would see in better horror films that I think are really better than this. It's a shame because this is a 1981 horror film. 1981 is known for really good horror films that year, but this one really isn't that. Really wasn't the greatest in my opinion. I thought that it could have been a lot better. I thought the ending could have been executed way better than it did. It is a mediocre movie at best. The final act in this movie is not the greatest either. I did kind of like it. There are some aspects about the final act of the movie that I did kind of like. It kind of ends with a whimper instead of a bang. So the movie just kind of ends and you don't really get to see anything else after that. The movie just kind of ends like that. It's just a very, poorly done ending, in my opinion. It's very poorly done. I thought the ending could have been executed way, way better than it did. But this is the 80s, so things just kind of end and then just really leaves you wanting more. Like what else happened after that, it was kind of like that. And that was kind of annoying. This movie feels a little bit too much like John Carpenter's Halloween from '78. Yeah, this movie just has so many similarities to Halloween, especially, during the final act of the movie, where the final girl seems almost identical to Laurie Strode in the original '78 Halloween. And that's kind of a good and bad thing, because you're not making it your own thing. It's just like, now, maybe this wasn't intentional, but there are a lot of similarities. Maybe from the director, or him or herself, because I don't even know who the director of Final Exam is, but I'm pretty sure it may not have been intentional, but it's there, and it's worth pointing out, and it's there. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Final Exam. I don't have much to say about it, because there really isn't anything else about this movie going on. It's just college students, talking about their final exam, and that's all. And oh yeah, but there's also a killer on the side, and that's kind of it. That's pretty much Final Exam for you guys. Final Exam gets a C. This is a very mediocre movie at best. Definitely give it a rental. It's definitely not worth buying on Blu-ray, because this movie is actually available on Blu-ray, and I'm kind of debating on buying it or not, because I did somewhat enjoy it, but I somewhat didn't, because there are certain aspects of this movie that really drags for me, and the first and second act of this movie, just nothing really special happens. Nothing, not a major kill or nothing, not a single suspense or nothing happens during the first and, there is one kill that happens. Okay, this is kind of a spoiler, but there is one kill that happens, like, towards the beginning, but that's it. Everything else, it's just like, blah. If you guys seen Final Exam, let me know what you thought of it down below in the comment section. I will be sure to read that. That is going to be it, guys. So until next time, everybody, take it easy, guys, and take care, everyone.